Greetings, friends and fellow orcs. Iagra the Orcish Fiddler here. Welcome in, Keppa and Val. Hope that you guys are doing well. It is wonderful to see you, as always. Welcome in. me know how you're doing. Keppa, I see that we are slightly incoherent today. Perhaps we've gone a little bananas. So Keppa was letting me know he was testing out a Donkey Kong 64 randomizer. Which apparently, and I've never played Donkey Kong 64, but apparently that involves, at some point, being shrunk down, sneaking into a hole into the boss enemy King K. Rool's shoe, and then attacking his toes. And I'm thinking to myself, yeah, you're catering to a crowd with that one. Perhaps a niche crowd, but a crowd all the same. People are getting really creative with the randomizers. Absolutely. I love it. People need to start including randomizers with their stock game now. With AP support. Let us play multi-world without having to go through a lot of shenanigans. There are dozens of us, at least 12. Yeah, that would be neat. Yeah, games like, why is my mind blanking? Because it's the very first game that I streamed. Like as a legitimate stream, not as a test stream. Time Spinner. There's randomizers for Time Spinner. That would be lovely if it included a mode for randomizer support, you know? Built in. To be fair, there's also embiggening and sucker punching that same boss. Okay, that's fair. We'll cater to the micro crowd, we'll cater to the macro crowd. Cater to all the crowds. Let everybody have some fun. Or awaken something inside of us we didn't know was there. Like the hot dragon feet in your area. We'll stand by the campfire for a little bit. Warm up our toes. We can't get any more fire resistance, so we won't actually stand in it. I am actually working on a concept to put together for this particular meme. Just a pair of dragon feet that are, propped up next to a campfire. It's a nice way to impart relaxation, right? I'm sure that's all it would be used for. But I'm working on it. I'm working on some other emotes as well. In fact, that actually kind of leads into some announcements that I've got today. So you may or may not have noticed, but we've got a new emote in the follower chat, or in the follower emotes. So now we can express our displeasure when things go wrong with a good, jolly, family-safe swear. So now we've got heck. We are working on some more. I am looking to get some more emotes made that are orc-shaped. I'm hoping to hear back from the artist that I'm working with soon. I've also been working on some other things. How quickly I'll be able to actually get them out sort of depends, as the bandwidth, juggling work and other things. But I'm trying. I'm trying to get you guys some stuff for following and for subscribing and all that stuff. I think I figured out kind of the rough idea I want to go for sub badges. I'm probably gonna go with kind of like a violin And then I'll probably have, like, for tier 2 and tier 3, I'm probably going to do, like, the circle that's around my, my logo, something like that. I'm not quite sure yet what I want to do for bits badges. It hasn't been a super high priority. Like, I don't do any of this for, like, to become, like, a viral sensation and make oodles of money and buy a McMansion or anything like that. This is just something fun for me to do, so it's kind of not been in the forefront of my mind. But, you know, I know some people like their little pretty badges, and I know that I do, so I want to make something nice. My initial thing was, like, maybe I could use the same, like, the coins that are in the channel points, but then, well, they're already used for channel points, so that feels lazy to me. So I'm trying to think what else I can use. And there's, like, generic gemstone things that I could try, and I don't know. I haven't really settled on anything yet. If anybody's got some ideas they want to toss at me, I'm open to listen. Open to consideration, that kind of thing. It's a cozy orc corner over here. Well, thank you, Keppa. That is what I'm trying to create, is just a nice, cozy little corner for us to kind of hang out, chill, play some retro games, or some newer games, some orc games, you know, whatever comes to mind. As a bit of a heads up, I have had some network issues earlier today. Everything seems to be good right now. I'm not dropping any frames. I did a network test earlier that dropped some frames. It might be intermittent. They were doing some work outside. But the test of the modem, like, I actually had to call my ISP. The test of the modem was fine. And I had to reset my router a couple of times. And then I realized, like, my test areas that I do, they throttle after a single test. So that's not helpful for troubleshooting, guys. Anyway, I've basically determined everything seems to be okay at the moment. At worst, something might be going on with my router. Not sure yet. The last thing I want to mention as an announcement here is, I believe, well, I know that Reppin' is back. We should be good to go to start streaming Neverwinter Nights starting this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I've gone ahead and put that back on my schedule. Now that I remember that there is an actual schedule. And, so that means you might start seeing me stream twice a week. That's double the amount of Iagra for everybody. I hope that's not too much to handle. You look forward to the Neverwinter Nights shenanigans? I'm looking forward to it too. I'm not sure what to expect because the module that we're going to be doing, it's going to be the second expansion, Hordes of the Underdark. It is designed as a single-player experience, but so was the original campaign, which Reppin' and Argok did. And they got through it okay. Like, there's ways to get through it without too much of a problem. It's probably not balanced for 3 players, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. You know, if we steamroll it, okay, well, it's whatever. But honestly, there's probably going to be some hiccups along the way. We'll find out what happens, though, whenever we go to play that. But I am looking forward to playing that. I got my character all figured out. Reppin', I think he might be redoing his. I'm not sure what Argok is doing with his yet. But we did do what we needed to do to at least get things set up. At least for me. So, should be all good to go there. And that's all I got for announcements for today. My jaw is still kind of broken. I figured out what's wrong with it, though. So, excuse me. There are 3 gesture types that is hooked into Second Life's voice system. One of them is not working. So the loudest one is not activating its gestures. So I went ahead and equipped the quietest one to have it a slightly better chance of like activating the jaw, and then I turned like the microphone in Second Life down kind of low. It's not activating that often, though. There's not really a whole lot I can do about that until... Because the whole point, like, the jaw works by going between different volume levels. And so your jaw will just keep moving, because as you speak, your volume should go up and down between medium and high for the most part, but sometimes between medium and low. It depends on how quietly you speak. I might still need to adjust that later, but right now it's a bug in either the Firestorm viewer or within Second Life itself, so that's outside of my control. Yeah. When last we left our draconic friend here, we were shown to the basement of the inn, or the tavern. And we were told, at least you figured out the issue. Yeah, I figured out what was going on. It took me a little bit of Googling, took me some faffing around, but yeah, we know what's wrong with the jaw now. And it's not something I can do to fix. But yeah, so the innkeeper had a secret this whole time in his basement. Actually, did I? Nope, I don't. We should fix that. We're gonna grab our healing items. We're at the end of the game. We don't know what all we're gonna need. So I think this is a good time for us to bring everything with us, because I do not know what to expect. Actually, I'm gonna do 9 and 9. In terms of equipment, we're about as good as we're gonna get for now. It doesn't feel like endgame... Oh, I bumped the side of my thing. It doesn't feel like endgame equipment. Like bronze helm, regular breastplate, a brass shield, battle axe. Like, this doesn't feel like endgame equipment. But there is an advanced mode that you can take your character through, so I have a feeling that it's like... It's kind of like how Diablo has like normal mode and then nightmare mode and then hell. It's probably just... Yeah, heck mode. It's probably one of those situations where you just take your character... Oh, that's why the heck. Oh, yeah, I dropped some frames. I dropped some network frames. Yeah, sorry about that. It didn't even tell me that I was disconnected. Everything all good? You might have to, like, pause and unpause or refresh here. Let me kind of make... Yeah, so that was just a few dropped frames. So I lost 962 frames. Sorry about that. Yeah, you might have gotten a bit of a pause or buffering. I'm not entirely sure what happened. But yeah, so there's probably an advanced, like, there's the advanced mode. And once I beat the game, like, I can probably play through that and get harder monsters, more challenge, you know. Replay the game with slightly different settings and get better loot. You know, it's the Diablo loot. Like, same story, bigger numbers. Captions are coming through just fine. Oh, good. Perfect. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I know that captions are not necessarily going to be very accurate. I don't enunciate clearly. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to have it so that my headset, like, so I could monitor my mic with the assumption that hearing myself would force me to enunciate, like I'd be able to detect when I'm not speaking clearly. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes I just get mouth lazy, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. I do have a question, Keppa, related to that. So I have it set to do all caps. Is that generally considered, like, easier to read when it comes to captions? Because I usually do that because it's like, it's going to be easier to differentiate, like, well, not differentiate, but just, like, not have to worry about names. All caps is standard and personally easier to read. Okay, then I will leave that as all caps. I did kind of have a feeling it was more standard, so that's kind of why I went with that, but I wasn't sure. It was kind of an assumption on my part, so I appreciate the feedback. Thank you. Right. Let's go into this old man's basement and see what he has for us. So there's huge flight of stairs. And when we get down to the basement, we come up through this hallway. This long stretch of a hallway. Also that the old man can show us his hole. Talareth. So you came. Can you see it? I sealed this cellar long ago when I arrived here. I was told by someone to seal it tightly. Yes, it was a chaos knight. Gillespie was his name. You gotta show hole. Yeah. He said, I mean, look at it. It's a pretty impressive hole. He said that this place was forbidden. You saw the old man's hole and you came. I see what kind of game this is. I mean, look, we started this game with hot dragon feet. You knew where it was going. He said that this place was forbidden. There's something here that cannot be controlled. We are directly beneath where the crystal is kept. The magnetic field must be distorted here because of the imbalance between light and darkness. Gillespie must have feared this distortion. Ironically, chaos was born here. So this is kind of like making me think Gillespie was not strictly the bad guy? It's kind of hard to say. What form has chaos taken? Can we defeat it? Only those who venture forward will find out. There is no guarantee that you will come back alive. But the king and others are already there. A completely different world may lie beyond this gate. Talareth. You won't lose. I am still worried, but I have faith in you. You will be remembered as a legendary hero. Come back hungry, like always. It's such a weird thing to say. So now we enter Chaos's domain. Angela! Oh, well, that's a fun-looking thing. Talareth. Streaking for whole. Thank you so much for your 3-stream streak. It's always good to have orcs streaking in chat. Can you hear me? Ah, Talareth, please help us. Talareth, can you hear me? There's something. There's something here. Be on guard. Ellipses. Oh, this is terrible. It's here. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Hang on. I'm gonna pause this. I forgot to load my bot. I am so sorry. Give me 1 second. I will play that for you. I have to do it manually. I gotta minimize everything to get to where my bot shortcut is. Denied hot orc dances. No, just slightly delayed. I'm so sorry. I knew there was something I was forgetting. My brain was like, there's something I'm missing. What is it? Oh, now it's downloading an update? Wow, that's inconvenient, Firebot. Oh my god, why? There's always something. There's always something. You know what? Wait, why did it disconnect? This is why I have to do as little as possible with my streams. Yeah, I can understand that. Reconnection successful. Okay. Oh, wow. Everything is just going nuts today. We should be back. If we are not back, then well, that's a problem. It's oh my god, Firebot, why do you have to download an update right this second? Ah. Yeah, it's like we're back. A dinosaur tale. You know, I just saw a SNES Drunk video on that. Apparently it's a really shitty game. Like it is a cash grab game. I'm sorry about the delay on that. I actually like changed over all of my um who's what's it's um the alerts to Firebot, so it's like that's kind of important for me to have online. I'm doing great. I'm doing my best, but I appreciate that, Val. Thank you. Um why is this? It says downloading update. It's just spinning. It's not giving me any kind of progress. And it's like, okay, are you gonna do something? Like, I need you to be active. I need you to be online. Like, I need you to be at an 8 to 10, and right now you're at a 0. Firebot, please. Whatever you're doing, just let me use it. Download is taking longer than normal. That may have been an error. You keep waiting or close this. How about we close this? We don't need an update right now. There we go. Okay. Let's give you your dance. Oh, it's on cooldown. Okay, hang on. I will do it through... Is that events? No, channel rewards. And let us bring that... There we go, okay. There you go. Let's examine the fine footwork. The wiggly wiggles. And the kiss at the end. Mwah. Woo, take it off. Well, I don't think I can do that. First of all, I took it looking respectfully. So I screen captured that from ESO, and unfortunately, you can only go down to your short shorts in that one. I mean, I probably could go down that short. I do need to get a cleaner version of that. That's not not in the street. Um, I just haven't played ESO. I got to do all that at some point. Anyway, let's see. Now that we got that taken care of, and Firebot is actually active, like the one thing that I knew I was forgetting something and I didn't know what it was. Okay, let's go back to the Chaos, who is ellipsising at us. Why? Hear me. Da dot da dot da dot da dot da dot. up you. Don't tell me up yours. That's rude. Ooh, okay. Well. Oh, you do a lot of damage. Oh, wow, I leveled up right in the middle of this battle. That's highly inconvenient. Jeez. I'm trying to get a feel for this boss before I worry about healing potions, so let's get a feel for this. Okay, so what I need to do, I'm going to have to... Nope, okay. That didn't work. Ooh. Okay, I think I got an idea. I'm not going to survive this round. Nope. Was that lowered... Hang on, that was lower light resistance. Okay. That's going to be really tricky to evade. I'm either going to have to face tank it. Oh, light resistance is only 30 if that's what that was using. Well, I just leveled up. 4 points. Let's go ahead. Get a little more magic resistance, I think. I hope. If that doesn't work out, I'll have to actually reset. And then, let's see. Let's do strength. Alright, let's see how we do. Oh, it says I'm live. Oh, I'm sorry if there's any ads. There shouldn't be, but I don't know if it is. No. Oh, jeez. It does get it to show quicker, though. Dang, that's... Okay, I gotta learn to dodge that. Ooh, I'm poisoned. That's not good. I missed with a power attack. That's not great. Oh. Oh, the poison got me. This is going to be tough. Okay. So I might need to avoid using my heals for now, where I'm going to end up in a situation where I'm going to end up draining all my money. I will refill what I got now. If worse comes to worse, I can just reset the game and reload my save. So I just got to remember not to save. Let's grab some antidotes now that we know that we can be poisoned. Right. Hang on. I don't need a wing, because, we're not flying out of there. Alright. Okay. We'll try again. Oh, you would summon that. No, I gotta get away from that. Okay, you have way too much health. Oh, it's random. It's random status ailments. Oh, yeah, 1 hit point's is not gonna last. Okay, bye. This is tough. So it looks like random status ailments when we get hit. There is... I gotta figure out if there's a way to discern between when it's gonna do a summon and when it's gonna spit out the little purple smoke ball thing. Because that does a pretty big chunk of damage. And I don't think I'm fast enough to avoid it. Like, that hit... It's only like, what was it, 10 damage? And that means I'm going to be guaranteed to take a, some kind of status ailment. Blue is the worst because it's going to slow me down. The summons are just awful if they've got a lot of hit points. Can I ignore those summons? Like, do they despawn when it summons a new one, or is this going to be... Maybe I should just leave it alone if it's a weak one. Okay. It disappeared. That was terrible. Oh, you just keep summoning them. That ain't great. Oh, my dart resistance went down. No, 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 not this. Oh. Good. Okay, I can... No. Okay. Damn. Ah, bad timing. Second. Oh no. A Yeti. Oh my god, this is terrible. Nope. Okay, there I go. Corgi, thank you for the donation of a crown. With this, we can purchase some bread or grain to help make a humble meal for a small orcish child in need. We will do our best to fight, but welcome in. How you doing tonight? Hope that you're doing well. Corgi, real quick, since, whoa, I stopped pressing the button, but it kept going. Real quick, Corgi, if you're not aware, so a few announcements, if you weren't here at the start of stream. Just got home from your child's concert. Ooh, that sounds fun. How did it go? Real quick, a few quick announcements. We have a new emote for you guys. So now when things go wrong, like they have been tonight, we can just shout, heck! I am looking to get some more emotes done that are orc-shaped. I'm hoping to hear back from the artists that I'm working with soon. We have had some network hiccups today. They've already hit, so I'm hoping that there's no problems, but yeah, we've had some hiccups. And Repin is back. We should be good to go to start streaming Neverwinter Nights starting this Friday at 8. It went. It went. So you're telling me that a whole bunch of small childs are not particularly good at singing? Or was there an event? Did a thing happen? Was there shenanigans? Inquiring minds want to know. And meanwhile, I will try to figure out if I've got what it takes to actually defeat this boss. It's entirely possible that I might have to level up more. I don't know. She literally covered her eyes, bent forward, and somersaulted into a ball and laid completely still until a teacher scooped her up. Oh no! Was she nervous? Very shy. Aww. I get that. I totally get that. Well, she's gotten to the extreme stranger danger phase. I hesitate to ask what that phase entails. Oh, don't stop it. Oh my god, why did you summon that? Ow! Hang on. Oh, well, there I go. When Uncle Locke and Uncle Rep came down, she was sad for like an hour. Because there were strangers in the house? It's not gonna surprise me if my dark resistance hits 0 strangers. Yeah, okay. Well, hopefully she'll kind of break out of that before too long. Why? No, oh, God, I'm taking so much damage. Dang it. Do I just need to tank through this with heals? Oh no, I'm stunned. Well, I think, yeah, there we go. Strangers should bring tithes next time. They did for you. Well, that is... I wonder which, how they submitted their tithe. I mean, it is Rippin we're talking about, so he might have submitted ties instead. Gosh. This, I'm trying to think of, like, what my strategy is here. Also, my mouth did like a really loud click, and I have no idea how I did that. Alright. So it just does two things. It chases after you, and then either once it hits you, or enough time has passed, it'll come back out of its little dark puddle, and it'll do one of two things. It'll either summon a creature, completely random throughout the entire game, it seems, or it'll spit a purple dark thing at you. If it touches you, it'll give you a... There's a chance it'll do a random ailment, including stun, with veneration and not at all like I was the knights. Templar in 1285. That's a little before my time, Corgi. I don't get the meme. I'm also not very super well versed in history, so. Okay. Corgi will have to elaborate. Corgi will have to educate us. Let me correct that. Corgi will have to educate me, because the rest of you are probably a lot smarter and more learned than I am. Hold a moment while I write a blurb. Okay. While you do that, I'm gonna give this boss another try, and then I'll read it when I'm done dying. Wait a minute. Okay, that does not do what I was hoping it would. Oh. You bastard, why are you summoning these terrible, horrible things? Bat, really? Oh, really? No, don't touch me. Oh, can I? Hang on. Well, I can't. Alright, hang on. Oh, God. Okay, I need to see if there's a way for me to evade. Like, without having to do too much work. You're not a fan of this boss. I'm not a fan of this boss either. Okay, it caught me. Oh, you stunned me. So it does do damage to whatever creatures. Like, if you can get that... Oh, I'm poisoned. Well, I'm down. That's fine. Alright. In 1118, the Knights Templar was a genuinely decent group, citation needed, that only cared about the safe passage of people to the Holy Land. They had no grander aspirations at that time. The joke is by the year 1285, they had become a bank, a private military, and had like 10 kings in their debt and could pull strings all over the world. Oh, by the way, you owe me 7,000 florins or we'll burn the house down. I got news for you, Corgi. I can only pay you in pfennigs. Actually, that kind of reminds me, Darklands is actually one of the games that's on my list to play. And it's, it uses the, like, old German currencies like pfennigs and, florins and whatever the other one was. What was the other one? I don't remember. But something else. It's an old MS-DOS game. It's an RPG. You basically go around and do adventuring things in, like, what is it, 12th century Germany? I think. They were actually dismantled because a French king didn't want to pay his debts back and got the church to disband them by using excommunication. Ooh. Okay. Let's see if we can learn how to dodge this boss. Oh, it's 15th century that Darklands takes place in? Okay. No, you jerk. No, I'm not fast enough. Okay, I can barely keep pace with it. Oh no. See, if you change directions, it gets you. And as soon as it gets you, it... Nope, I couldn't get out of the way in time. I don't like this field. See, in that direction, I could kind of keep pace. No, it catches up. As soon as I change direction, too. As soon as I change direction, it gets me. I don't think there are any items that increase your movement speed. Let me double check that. And I know that there's, like, weapons that do. Or, yeah. It's technically a ninja weapon. It's like a scroll. Movement speed increases with each additional charge level. This spell does not affect attack rate. Yeah, that's probably talking about the ninja thing. Okay, so yeah. With Talareth, I don't have much of an option. Anyway, that's my small blurb for the night. I'm going to be quiet now and love you all. And gonna be quiet now. Love you all. Kisses and hugs. Well, back to you as well, Corgi. And, yeah, we're gonna do our best. But I'm not sure that our best is good enough. And the thing is, it's like, I can't really upgrade anything. The game... Look, there's not even any enchanted items to get. Yeah. This game... This game aggressively tries everything in its power to make it harder for you to upgrade your equipment. The weapon shop is ridiculously expensive when there is something. Same thing for the armor shop. Let's see, a brass shield +2, which it just gives me like an extra 2 defense. You know, that's almost all the gold that I've saved. And this is at the end of the game. Like, this is all the money I have at the end of the game. I could do this guy. I could throw the 3 whoosy what's it at him that I got. That's, these things. The Mithril, Oral Halcon, and Dark Matter. If I throw all 3 of the high tier ones, I can get a random item. I was looking the mechanics of this up, and it's like, I can get a tier 2 item. I can just barely get a tier 2 item. And then the amount of money, like, you throw money to, like, increase the bonuses. But I don't know how much you're supposed to, like how much money actually matters. It might not be any. At this point. It's like, I kind of need the money for buying potions. I'm going to do a quick reset. Just to get my resistances back up to where they should be. Or where they were before this nonsense. And it's entirely possible, like, now that I've seen this boss and what it does, I'm beginning to wonder if maybe I don't have what it takes to beat it. And I might have to go and, like, grind dungeons out. Like, I know the game wants you to do that, but it's like... It would be lovely if, like, maybe there was a system that didn't require that. That would be nice. Because I get it, it's a Game Boy Advance game. They're trying to get you to play it as long as possible. Get your money's worth out of it, but... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We'll try it, though. Oops, not what I wanted to do. Okay, we're gonna do a run, a proper run. We're gonna go in, we're gonna heal when necessary. We're gonna see if maybe I'm just being too timid. Maybe I just need to chug the Kool-Aid. The blue flavor Kool-Aid. I like blue flavor. Also got red flavor, just in case it's needed. And if it doesn't work, we can reset the game, level up a little bit elsewhere. Go through the cutscene again. I know I've beaten this game with this character a long time ago. So I know it's possible. I just don't know what I did to do it. I don't think it likes me. Dot, 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 dot. Yes, we know everything is up to me. We're not doing a great job of it so far. Dang it. Why am I missing so much? Dang it. You fucking... I'm making a... This is terrible. Oh, you jerk. No. No, not want to be stunned. I don't know what that's from. Oh, for fuck's sake. I barely do any damage to this thing, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it just, I end up getting hit no matter what, so. Stuns suck. And I have no more heals, so... So many misses. This pisses me off. I don't like all these misses. Like, why am I missing? This has been a problem throughout the entire game. Why am I missing? Like, is dexterity really that important? Or do I not have enough strength? The game is not really communicating this. Trying to see if there's like a help thing. But yeah, like... I tanked it as much as I could before I ran out of heals. Maybe I just need an inventory that's just filled with those healing items. So let us try again, I guess. But this time we're going to spend a whole bunch of money on healing potions. And see if that gets us any further. And if this doesn't do the job, we're not going to have a choice. We're going to have to just go to another area and grind to level up. Oop, nope, still had one more. And these things cost 600 each. Can we afford to fill up our inventory? Yeah, we can. Alright, let's see if we can do it with this many heal potions. Did we? We did not, I don't think. Oh, we haven't leveled, because I just restarted the game. Hey, SG, welcome in. How are you doing tonight? We're not doing too great against this boss. So, basically what it does, it comes right for us. Then, either after so much time has passed and we've evaded it, which we can't really easily do because it's super fast, and the Dragonhood is kind of slow. One of two things happens. It will either spit out a purple thing that does damage, or it will summon a monster. Just a random monster from the entire game. Could be anything. A weak creature or a super strong one. Doing a camera setup thingy for HG's Thursday stream. Nice. Looking forward to that. Alright, here we go. See, here's our bat. And see, it's really hard to evade. I barely do any damage. I'm missing a lot. Yeah. And I can't tell what it's going to do. There is no telegraph. The half moon means darkness, so that's like darkness resistance. Oh, and yeah, if it hits you, like with a body attack, it will do a random, it's a random status. And, random element, I should say. And it can do... See, these misses piss me off. That's what's pissing me off right now so much. I do not know why I'm missing. It aims right for you. You can't dodge that. Why am I not hitting the fucker? This is yeah, it's very annoying. Look at this. Then you get all these things where you see how I'm like doing less damage, like the yellow numbers. Okay, why? Why am I doing less damage? This has been a problem throughout the entire game. I don't understand it. I healed too early on that one. See, now I got stronger. Okay, maybe that wasn't as strong. See, I just took the debuff for being slow. I'm not even hitting it now. I'm hitting something else. I'm not hitting. Those are from like close more towards the end of the game. Look how many hits that took in order to kill it. Wait, did I do it? Talarith. Talarith. Are you fucking kidding me? Did I just have to tank through it with a whole bunch of fucking heal potions? Or is this just phase 1? Well done, Talarith. We witnessed your honorable victory. I face tanked the whole fucking thing. Yes, you did magnificently. I did not. I just drank a bunch of blue juice. Talarith, It's me, can you hear me? Everything is alright. Is it? SG, I feel like that. Like that's what I was going through, just flip and rip. Good. Chaos, be gone. Everyone, can you hear me? Pray that it'll disappear. You fought valiantly with potions. Everyone hang on just a little longer. I wonder how other classes deal with this. They probably have enough foot speed that they can actually, like, get away from it in time. Oh, I saw a light. Everyone head in that direction. Where? Which way? Head towards the comb. Can you see it? Oh, I see it now. It's this way. This didn't have as many hit points as I thought it would, but I do wonder how many potions I ended up eating. The chaos is fading. ... Talarith. Is this it? Did I beat it? Can you hear my voice? A new legend has been born, Talarith. Yes, I just made the healing water just the most popular drink. When light and darkness unbalance, chaos is born. Light and darkness breed fear, and foolish humans quarrel because of that fear. And from these quarrels spring hatred and anger. These emotions give birth to the particles of chaos. Particles? Talarith. Isn't the starry night simply magnificent? I don't think these are stars. Then again, this is not the real sky. It is just a distortion created by chaos. Yeah, I kind of figured that. But be at ease. Everything is alright. I have carried you many times, again and again. Don't you remember? You were hurt many, many times. Yeah. By bullshit mechanics. And each time you became stronger. No, actually, I lost resistance to the element that I got killed by. That's called weaker. Is this an emotional moment? If you want it to be. I know this well. I have always watched over you. I am your guardian angel. The game is mocking us. I call myself Angela in your presence. Oh, is that who the girl was? You seem to be well. No, I'm actually kind of not well. I'm actually a little frustrated. King, Marcel, Queen, Yvonne, Princess Camille, they are all safe. See, they are waiting for you. We are almost there. The same familiar place. Oh, Talareth, come join us. We have been awaiting your return. Gotta put some more stuff on screen. Come on, Des. Yeah, really? We'll have a photo taken to commemorate the occasion. Wait, they have photography? As you can see, we are safe. Wow, I've never experienced anything like that before. I thought I was about to lose consciousness. Yes, I was thrown into an eerie, starlit dimension. There was no ground or sky. It was a frightening place. But then I heard your voice, Talareth. You too, Mother? I heard it also. It was as if our souls were speaking. Yes, I heard many voices. One was chaos screaming. When I heard that voice, I realized something. There's only one world. Of course there is. Why do you say that? I used to believe that it was obvious. But as you get older, Camille, something that you may have taken for granted can grab your heart and make itself perfectly clear. Huh? I don't get it. Neither do I. You and Talareth are both still young, Camille. Yes, you can't expect to understand it yet. The battle with the Chaos Knights was that of light and darkness. It is not always easy to determine good from evil. Where light exists, darkness must exist too. Balance must be maintained. Yes, balance is necessary, but keeping this balance in one world is very difficult. If light grows too powerful, like at the spring, then the balance will be lost and chaos will ensue. Talareth, you are a true hero. With your pure heart and a little more training, you shall lead the way down the path of righteousness. Do you have the same feeling too? Not really. But Talareth, right now you should enjoy life, like other children. Your eyes are saying, I am not a child anymore. That's right, me too, I'm not a child either. Haha, I see. So we have a hero and a princess. Don't get any ideas, guys. But both of you are still my precious children. Haha, this is wonderful. My arms are starting to get numb. Oh, sorry about that. We got a bit sidetracked. Why are your arms getting numb? Thank you. Yay, Talareth! I'll give you some candy later. Talareth, I hope you don't think badly of me. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'll try harder from now on. I am their mother. Well, I mean, I am the person who's supposed to save the world, so maybe don't overcharge me for all your fucking potions. I taught you many things. Come stand next to me. You taught me nothing, dude. Now I can concentrate on making my special soup. Don't tell me what's in it. I knew that you could do it, Talareth. Thanks for returning my soul to where it belongs. I didn't want to talk to you again. You did it, Talareth. I was worried for a while. Talareth, about what I said. Please keep it a secret between you and me. I'm going to keep living with Jensen. He raised me, and I think of him as my father. You want to stand next to me? Sure. I'm trying to talk to everybody. Why don't you stand next to me in the picture? Antal is finally at peace. Okay, then here we go. Are you all set? Sure. I'll count to 3 before taking the picture. Here, I'll stand in the middle. 3, 2, 1. And so, happiness returned to the people of Clantal Castle. Talareth's adventuring was done for the moment. King Marcel has asked you to guard the castle. And the Queen wants you to reside there. As a protector of Clantal and a legendary hero, you hold a special place in everyone's hearts. Great, we're famous. Princess Camille wants to start a lasting friendship. I hope that's all she wants, because we don't swing that way. Everyone in the castle and everyone in town is praising you. Talareth the hero, from humble beginnings. The valiant young hero's thrilling adventures. Okay, you're really just kind of piling it on there. And the founding of a new age. From this day forward, could you speak a little faster? Peace shall be known again. The smile of the legendary hero Talareth reflects the light-filled future that awaits. The end. Oh my god. Oh look, now we get a roll call. Wait, why am I not there? Oh, just okay. What? Oh, okay, this is the... Alright, I get it. This is the team, and they all get their own little special graphics. That's cute, though. Oh, what? What are you? That looks a little bit... I don't know. Great design. It's something. It's cute though. I'm a little amused that all the people on the team get their own little graphics. Like, they spent... Oh, it's like a little white mage, only with blue coloring. Wait, I missed what happened. I was looking at chat. Kitty! It's like, none of this was in the game. Like, this... They put this into the graphics memory. Like, this could have gone into, like, more monsters, or, like, more characters to play. But, no, we got all the different people in the, Did his head just turn around? Like, did his head just do a 360? But yeah, like, we get the development team. We get a bunch of, different people on the development team with their own special stuff. Soda. Not to be confused with soda. Well, now we got a question ahead of us. What do we do for the rest of stream? GHM test team? Creator of Kitten Champ. Creator of Ancient Series. Creator of Rice Ball, Hero of Justice. What? Naming of Shiny Force, Rio. Director, Special Award Creator of Muga, Taiyo. Maybe there were contests in Japan when they were doing this. Localization, Atlas USA. Product Management. Project Lead, William Alexander, okay. Well, it's supposed to be from Atlas. My Namba, I appreciate your efforts, but they needed a little bit more touch-up. (2003). Wow. Data saved. Oh, right, there's an autosave. Because now we have clear data. We should be able to play advanced mode now. Yeah, we've got normal mode and advanced mode. And here's a fun little thing. Now we have another character we can play as. Dark Wizard looks vaguely familiar, but little is known about him. So he's basically the same class, but you get a different costume. I don't know whether or not there's another story involved or not. But yeah, now it makes sense why the Dragonoot was sleeping in this screen, because of how often we had to sleep. Yeah, but apparently, yeah, we do advanced mode, we can continue normal. I don't know if it restarts normal or not. Let me see, actually. So if we do normal... Okay, so we're back to where we were, only with none of the items that we had. Let us do a reset. Let's see what advanced mode does. It'll probably restart it, which is fine. No? Huh. Okay. Hang on, do I do... I'm confused. I thought this was like... I'm thinking advanced mode was like, you start from the beginning, you just do the game again, only it's harder. Was I wrong? So I haven't ever done advanced mode, because I'm like, I don't want to play the game again, just harder. Let's see if it gives you the option to do advanced mode from the beginning. Xenoburbs, hey, welcome in. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Let me do that before we get started. Ah, nice and refreshing. Watering the orc. I appreciate that. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. Oh, SG, if you're still listening, and Xeno, I have some announcements. First and foremost, if you're following, you may have noticed we have a new follower emote. So we now have an emote for when things go wrong, we can yell heck. I am looking to get some more emotes that are orc-shaped. I'm hoping to hear back from the artist that I'm working with soon. So we'll see what's going on with that. I'm working on some other things as well. Since Hot Dragon Feet in Your Area has become a minor meme, I'm working on something for that. We'll see whether or not I'm able to finish it. It kind of took me a while just to get this thing done. We are having some network hiccups today, just FYI. I've already had a few drops already. And Reppin is back, so we should be good to start streaming Neverwinter Nights starting this Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, so I will be streaming twice a week. So if you're interested in that, be sure to tune in. Okay. Alright. I want to see what happens if we start a new character, if it allows us to do advanced right away, or if I have to, like, start from the menu screen to do that. So now what? Well, I'm just checking to see how, like, if you can start a game in advanced mode. I'm not gonna really do it, though. Oh, you just made a lot of people very angry in TFT? What did you do? Oops. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. Can we do the whole name? G-I-E-L. Oops. E-S. No. We can't do the whole thing. We could just call him Jill. We can't fit Gillespie, because there's not enough letters. But we'll try that. We'll see what his abilities are. He activated 10 Dark Star, which is an auto win after 8 seconds of combat and 1 out. At least 3 people had winnable boards until you magically got the 3rd spatula you needed. Spatula? Huh. I imagine they weren't too keen on that, no. The Dark Dragon was defeated. And light returned to the land. I'm gonna say something, just commenting on this thing in general. It doesn't... It is a little bit on the difficult side, but in terms of story, just like the depth of it and all, it's kind of a kiddie wading pool, you know? There's not a whole lot of depth to it. It's not a lot of complexity to the story. There's like a couple of people that it's... Dark Dragon defeated. Give him back his feet immediately. Yeah, it's just not a lot of depth to the story. So, like, clearly aimed at, like, a younger audience. And I don't know if that was, like, intended. Like, if the original Japanese, maybe the Japanese text was a little bit... there was more to it. It's kind of hard to say. When things are localized for a Western audience, especially for the US... a lot of things, unfortunately, get translated in different ways, either to make them funnier, like kind of what happened with the Lunar series, I guess, or just like, well, whatever. Can't remember the place now that handled it. Something Designs. Anyway. Sometimes it just gets, like, super simplified, and, like, all the depth is removed, because, oh, we can't have such and such in our game. There might be children playing it. And it's like, Children can understand a lot more than you think. It's like, just let them. But yeah, it's a very simple premise, very simple plot. Very predictable twists. It's like, oh, his name is Death Art, and, you know, he's been given the forbidden fruit, and he eats it. And it's like, with names like this, what do you think is gonna happen? I don't know. I'm being very critical of that, of the story. I guess I'm critical of that because it's like they put all of the effort into making this a fun multiplayer experience. But that was it. Like, it's more mechanics than story. And I appreciate the mechanics. I mean, the bosses, like, once you've figured them out, it's, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. The graphics, I think, are pretty nice in general. There's a little bit of, like, discordant style here. Like, this is a very realistic background, and then we've got, you know, anime characters with not a lot of color to them. But that's fine. Is it B that does it? There's a way to get this text to go faster, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, we got a slime to pound. It doesn't do any damage to us, though. So we can swing our stick. We have Rod power up and charge attack, Demon Breath, which is a darkness attack, Venom, which is poison explosion, Darkness, which is a spell, Ring of Darkness, Morph, you can change into a monster, Dagger Dance, you summon a sword, Drain to absorb HP, and Meditate to speed up your SP recovery. Which we don't have anything right now, so we just hit it with a stick. Okay, we'll do that in a minute. Get us through the text. We've been through this before. We'll do that. I don't know how important dexterity is to a dark magician, or whatever they are. Let's see. I'm gonna leave this off for the moment. Can we just go? Okay, good. We can just go. I don't want to talk to him. So I kind of want to get to a save point. Actually, no, it should auto-save. But yeah, like, this is kind of a long drawn-out affair. We know that we're going to impress him, and then we're going to become the king's favorite or whatever. Also, why does he not recognize us? Apparently we were going to cast a spell. Oh, I dropped more net frames. Yeah, I can never tell when net frames drop. It's one of those things where it's like, it doesn't warn you of that. You kind of have to look out for it. My lord, one other thing, this dark-looking person, this unusual. I do wonder what happens when you get to the point into the game where you actually have to fight Gillespie. Because then it's like, well, aren't you playing as him? And I'm not yet consistent in calling him Gillespie. Sometimes I say GSP. Oh, even the caption, it makes sure that I get it right. So if I say Gillespie, then it's correct. But if I say GSP, yeah, it has no idea what I'm saying. So I guess he's Jill for short. Okay. We know what's going on. There's gonna be goblins. We need to do the thing. Oh, this is so much faster. Oh, I didn't realize I came equipped. So we've got, what are these? Demon Breath level 1, Dagger Dance level 1. Oh, I could have been testing those. Shoot. Well. This actually goes here first, and then we'll put it in here. We're not gonna buy anything. It's the same sound, just at a different pitch. Alright, well, if we've got Demon Breath level 1... We'll play around with those before we figure out what they do. Okay. Oh wait, what? I hit you with the book. That's not how that works. That's not spellcasting. This is not how you cast spells. Jeez. Okay. So clearly I need to charge that up before I can use it. So I guess we'll learn a level of Demon Breath. What? No! Oh no, I threw an herb at the fucking... No. A cotton hood, okay. Alright. I got a feel for how that works. Even though I threw one of my fucking herbs. Okay. I can't use the vest. Why? It requires 13 strength. I have 18. So I can't... Wait, what? Oh, you can't use it because of class. That's why. Ooh, a bandana. Oh, that's worse than what we got on. Oops, I missed. Oh, that was a miss. Yay, I got my herb back. Venom level 1. Okay. And this is where with casters, like, you're gonna need a lot more inventory space for carrying this shit. And you gotta figure out, like, which ones do you like? Which ones do you want to level up? Because you sure as hell aren't gonna get them all. Gives a new meaning to the phrase Bible thump. Yeah, kinda. Yay, level up. Oh, no loot. Okay. I just want an even 20 on all these numbers. Okay, let's see what Venom does. Oh, what? Well, that's like right in front of you. That's kind of shitty. I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of a shitty spell. If it's supposed to poison them, it's not. It's not ranged. Like, it just sort of does whatever in front of you, which ain't great. Morph level 2. Okay, I can use up to level 2. Alright. Oop, no, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to put them down here. And question mark beret. Mighty Morphin Power Wizards? We'll have to wait until we get another level up to find out just what we turn into, though. Demon Breath level 3? Well, I can use it. Yeah, so we can get rid of that. Oops. Uh-oh, we're out of SP. Yeah, it costs 2 minimum. Well, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. We'll just hit you with a stick. I cast stick at you. Oh, I don't want to cast the stick at you. You know, it helps if I aim. Here, we'll hit these with a stick. So casters seem to be kind of a fun class. Oh, provided you have the SP. Oh, a hat. A wizard hat. I'm a wizard. That increases my defense slightly. Wait, wasn't the red shoe around here? Or is that later? Okay, that's later. You're a hairy wizard. Who are you calling a hairy wizard? I mean, you might have the hairy part, right? An inner tuber? Ooh, you do a lot of damage. You know, this would be a lot better if I stopped missing. How much did herbs cost? 50? 20? I don't remember. Let's just hit you guys with a stick. Look, an herb. That was a miss. It's hard to aim. Yeah, red shoe. Just miss everybody. I'm all out of SP again. because he's Gillespie, but it doesn't fit because he has no SP, so he's just Jill. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I'll see myself out. God damn it! Stop missing. You don't have that much SP to do it. Here, just hit him, whack him over the head with the book. That's about as much good as you're getting out of it at the moment. Just hit him with it. Jeez. You approve? Thank you. I appreciate that. An Orichalcon? Really? Oops. Probably should have saved it for the big guy. Ow. Yeah, you definitely have to keep a stick handy because when you run out of magic, this is going to be a lot faster for you to hit with. Oh good, an angel wing. Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. Ow. Oh, jeez. What do we got here? Honey. We have a robe. Is it any better than the robe we have on now? It is not. Since we got a spare. Go ahead and sell that. Go ahead and sell that since there's no way we can use it. Get rid of you. I'll just throw these in here for now. These are quest items. I'll handle this later. I don't need this right now. That's probably not worth that much. This is to be sold. Okay. Oh, we can already buy these. That's interesting. Oh, wait. How much were herbs? 20 gold. Okay, so yeah, it wasn't worth using the wing just to save on an herb cost. Where was the girl with the... There we go. Alright, so we talked to you. I have a red shoe. Thank you for blue shoe. We will go sell it to the shopkeeper, which for some reason will purchase a single shoe. That's 500 gold we didn't have before, though, so... Take a quick nap. Maybe it was a really valuable shoe. Well, it was worth 500 gold. Whoops. Actually, real quick. Okay. Yep, we sure are. Must have been very well worn. Well, I would assume that it was new. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth that much. You're not judging the shopkeeper's tastes? Well, it's a mother and 2 girls, so... Oops, that was a miss. Oh, that's very short range. That's shorter than I thought it was. That wasn't too bad. We get a short staff in return. Yep, we've returned, we're safe, they're gonna do an attack, we gotta go to the place and do the thing. Okay, thank you, bye. Okay. We got a short staff. How much does that cost to identify, lady? 54 gold. Short staff of being. Gives you a +8 strength, and it does dark attacks. I mean, it's stronger than the stick I got now, so it's whatever. Here, have a cheap stick. Okay, do we have enough to cast Morph? Oh, we got actually 2 level ups. Okay, so we'll grab Morph and Dagger Dance, and we'll see what they do. Actually, let's grab a Meditate, because SP regeneration is kind of important. We'll do a quick nap, and I'm not going to be doing this for too long, because well, I mean, I don't have anything else planned for tonight. So, like, we can do this for the next couple of hours, or if there's a suggestion somebody has. Like, there's text adventure games on Apple II, there's other GBA games. I'm just sort of pissing around at this point. Okay. So let's see what Morph does. What can we learn? What can we do with Morph level 1? Wait, what? Oh, you know, it helps if I actually equip... Oh, I'm a slime. How cute. Am I losing my hit points, or does that get restored? I don't feel this is an upgrade. You're just winding down and vibing. Alright. A little slime. I don't feel that this is an upgrade. I really don't. What about... Hang on. Oh, right, we didn't learn dag... okay, well, that's fine. We're not going to be able to use a flail. So that is kind of nice. Oops. Apparently there's a chance to do a dark ailment, which should have their defense and attack power. Come over here. Drain level 1. We can't use that yet. So yeah, we're getting spellbooks so that we can figure out like how his stuff works. Ah. We do have to aim it. Ow. Give me that dress. Leather gloves, can we wield that? We can. Can we wear the dress? Oh, it's not identified. We don't know if we can wear the dress. Ah, you weren't spawned in yet. You jerk. Getting kind of low in hit points. I guess I'll eat an herb. Yeah, get closer together. Ah. Come up here. Oh good, a level up. Let's learn Dagger Dance. See what that does. Oh, you know what we should also do? We got all this, we got 12 stat points. So, like, maybe we should pump that into intelligence and get some more SP out of it. And maybe more attack power, I don't know. Oh, what did that do? Hang on, I couldn't see that. The tree's in the way. Oh, that's kind of neat. It's like goes in and attacks a few times. Oh, it spins around you for a little bit too. Well, that's neat. Okay. Okay, I'm kind of digging that. Okay. It's a lot faster for me to actively attack. But that's kind of neat. Oops, I missed. Rob that grave. We're gonna do our best. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. We're running into a little bit of a problem. I'll take that. No, I didn't mean to do that. Shit. Give me that. I want hat. Oh, wait, I can't use that? It requires 16th strength, but it's prohibited by class. Okay. Kind of bad at aiming. There. Just gonna have to hit things with a stick for a little bit until we're at a point where our SP is up. Mummy armor? What? Oh, fire and light resistance -10. That's weird. I don't want it. Oh no, I didn't want it. I'm not ready for you. Ow. Really? Stupid bat. Hold still. Dang it. Ow. Stop poking me. No. Nothing? Okay, well, let's see what's in here. I was literally just in there a moment ago. Is there anything else? No. Oh, this part. I think there is a way to... Which button? One of these buttons are advancing this faster. I don't know which one. I missed. I missed again. This is hard to aim. Ooh. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Uh-oh, this place. Well... we could be brave. Or, you know... do that. I do think we have to go after you, though. Because we have to defeat him in order to open the door. A protect ring. That's probably useful. Ow. Ooh. The game doesn't like having so many things on the screen. Whoops. Try that again. Really? Okay. Do you want your soul back or what? Really? I'm trying to stick the soul back in the body. Oh, you have to stick the soul in the soul. Okay. Alright, game. Yes, I remember you. I saved you. Hooray. Now get out of here. I don't care about the treasure, I'll be honest. Okay, I gotta defeat you guys, though. Ah. Oh no! That did a lot more damage than I thought. Well, I lost a piece of equipment, but it's whatever because all my equipment sucks right now. I did lose half my money, and then the other half dropped to the ground, though, so that kind of sucks. Not much I can do about it, though. Let's get rid of the stuff we're not going to be able to use. I guess I'll just go ahead and put those on. We can't use that. I don't care about that. We'll identify all that other stuff later, I guess. Oh, you know what I need? Herbs. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Oh, we can't learn that. Well, we've got a drain book, so we'll learn that. Yeah, and then we'll take the drain book. Alright. Give me my stuff back. Oh geez, 18 damage. I only get 1 hit point back. Oh, that's awful. Well, I get 90 hit points when I carry that? Okay. Well, we'll see how well we do with this boss, because it's going to be a little bit tough. I probably should have grabbed some more herbs, but it's fine. Oh, shoot. Okay. Well, you know what? Go ahead and take me down. I don't have that much hit points. Because I know I'm not going to get penalized. Okay, so you have to get kind of close to that one. Let me grab some more herbs. I probably need them. Yes, me again. I'm back. Oh, really? I need this guy to move over more. There we go. Now I can freaking hit you. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Ooh, I was not strong enough. You shall not make vegetables out of me. Or whatever. Oh, reach Mr. Square. That's fine. Darkness level 1. Oh, it needs to be identified. Okay. Yeah, we did the thing, we did the stuff, blah blah blah. Okay, bye. We'll identify that real quick, and then we'll probably save it and see if there's anything else that appeals. What does Of Refuge do? Defense +3. We don't actually have a thing to do that with, so what we can do instead. How much does this cost? 500 gold? Yeah, let's make another slot. Because our inventory is getting kind of full of these books that you don't really care that much about. Like, it feels kind of like a thing where you would, you kind of start a game to figure out which ones you're gonna like, and then you start over so that you can, like, focus your stat gains a little bit more effectively, instead of spreading them out around all over the place. Okay. Let us do a save. Yep, blah 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 blah, save. And let's see real quick. Okay, you can only do normal with him. That's interesting. Well, hold on. Does that mean... Hang on. Does that mean you can't start a new game and do it? Well, no, I guess you wouldn't be able to. Alright, I want to see something. If we do advanced mode, and we go to the first area, is that going to be, like, super hard? Oh, okay, it reset. Advanced mode is its own separate state. I gotcha, okay. Okay. It just sticks us here. I see. Well, how hard is it? Yeah, you do a fairly decent chunk of damage there. You take a lot of hits, too. Okay. Whoops. Okay. Alright. I got the slime stuck behind the door. That's kind of funny. Okay. What is this? Mystic Robe. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so better equipment. An herb, whoop-de-doo. Oh shoot, I've got the wrong healing items. Oh no, I don't have... Okay, hang on. I don't have a wing. I didn't handle my equipment correctly. I didn't. Oops. Alright, let me go get eaten. There we go. 46 damage on armored. That's pretty hefty. Okay. Let's get that re-equipped. Alright. Let's get all this swapped out and then save, because I don't need any more little ootsies like that. That's kind of bad. No, don't use it, stupid. How much does Mystic Robe identify? 1900! Oh my god, no, I don't want to identify that. I can't even wear it, probably. I'll stick it here, I guess. And then herb I'm gonna end up getting rid of. Okay. Let us save. Okay. So it looks like you kind of get like a split between like a normal mode and an advanced mode, and you can just go into advanced mode. I mean, we've beaten normal mode, so there's no real reason to go back. Oh, my toe! Oh. I need to take the toe real quick. Alright. So yeah, we can keep going as in advanced mode, but I'm not expecting the story to be any different. I mean, they really didn't put any effort into it. Now, honestly, that's kind of the main reason why I do these kinds of things, is like, see what the story is. I'll be right back. I need to use the washroom. And then after that, we'll figure out whether or not we want to keep doing this, just to kind of maybe try another class or something. Character select feels more like a class choice. Yeah, it kind of is. So, like... This is basically, do you want to be a warrior, a dark wizard, an archer, a dragonoot, which is just another kind of warrior, a priestess, a sorceress, a brawler, or a ninja? So, I'll be right back. If anybody has any particular leanings on what they would like me to do, if they just want me to explore random GBA stuff, if they want me to try a different class in this game, let me know in chat, and we'll figure it out when I get back. So, BRB. I am back. Thank you so much for waiting. Let's see what I've missed. The only GBA game that you've played is the Star Wars trilogy, Apprentice of the Force. I have not heard of that one. And Super Mario Advance, but that's the Super NES Mario game ported to GBA. Yeah, about that one. I understand that it's very vocal. And it kind of steps all over your childhood. Isn't that the one that the music was different? At the end of Mario 2? This game's pixel art has grown on you, Keppa. It is pretty cute. I just look at the sleepy Durg. He's just taking a nap. He's just sleepy. When you wake him up, he's like, hey. Looking respectfully, of course. While he sleeps. But what do we think? Do we want to try out a different class just to see what it feels like? Get a feel for them? Or are we're kind of done with this one? We want to move on. I still haven't figured out what, like, next week is going to be, I'll be honest. I do have my list. We've got the Phantasy Star series, we've got Final Fantasy VI that I haven't done on stream yet. We could look into a ROM hack, or I could get the Pixel Remaster and see how that is. There's Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance. There's Ogre Battle, Tactics Ogre, the Ogre Battle 64, there's Breath of Fire as a series, World of Zine for MS-DOS, there's Lufia 1 and 2 that I'd like to do on stream, SimCity, although that's more of a shorter thing, Darklands for MS-DOS. We were talking about historic Germany. And, I don't fully remember what all you have to do in that game to be considered, like, quote-unquote finished with it. It's a little bit like the Elder Scrolls. My understanding is Todd Howard took a lot of inspiration from that game. But I do remember playing it a lot. I also cheated, like I had to use a character editor because, like, that game is hard. I don't know how, I mean, I would have to try to do it without a character editor because I'd want to try to get through it legitimately. I don't know how successful I'll be, I'll tell you that. There's the Mass Effect series, which is going to be, that would be a long haul. On the Apple II computer, I could kind of go over my childhood from, like, the Scholastic Microzine, from text adventure games. There's Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance, that's 2 games. Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, Sword of Mana for the GBA. So those are all that's what I've got in my list as options at the moment. And of course, there's lots of other things out there. There's plenty of games that I've never played before. So I'm always open to suggestions. Usually, like for the Phantasy Star series, I know that the first one, I've got a ROM hack that I think it updates the translation a little bit, which some people didn't like. But most importantly, it uses the original Japanese version, which means it uses FM music instead of the, to me, very painful North American Master System. It's like, just some people I know really like the music from the sound from the original Master System in North America, and I'm like, I'm not one of them. A lot of it kind of hurts my ears. But the first Phantasy Star, in particular, like a lot of the sound effects from that were pretty awful. But the FM on that makes it a lot more tolerable. So I have the first one ready. The second one, I found a ROM hack. I won't say it makes it easier. It does shuffle some things around, but the dungeons are still awful. So, like, I need to get maps ready before I do the second one. I do have a lot of nostalgia for it, though. I will admit that. The third one I have a ROM hack for, but I have not really gotten very far in it. So, that's a semi-blind playthrough. The Phantasy Star 4 doesn't need to be touched at all. It is a classic as is. But yeah, what's your guys thinking? Maybe there's a game that you've played that you're like, I think Iagra would enjoy this. Let me take a look and see what we've got here. I just want to see what's in my GBA folder. We have the first two Breath of Fire games, which I don't think that's the way that I would want to play it. I kind of prefer the Super Nintendo versions. Although I could look to see if there's a ROM hack for them. There's Bubble Bobble, Aria of Sorrow. That's a really good game. I should probably add that to my options list. Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Dawn of Souls. You already gave me options. Did you? What options did you give me? You might have done it in Discord, but like my brain is like not remembering them at the moment. If you could remind me, I would appreciate that. Unless you said it in chat and I missed it. I don't see any dropped frames, so I don't think my network dropped it. Oh, you're the Ogre Battle franchise lover. Okay. Yeah, I have not really gotten into Ogre Battle myself yet. Let me ask you this. For someone who has not played it before, is this a series that it would be better to do like sequentially? Like should I do the first Super Nintendo game and then the second one? Where would I... Hang on a second. Do I have the second one because I was playing it at one point, but I don't remember what platform it was on. What was I playing it on? Was it PSP? Might have been PSP. No, I need to look in this area. Oh, and Riviera is a really good game too. You don't need to play them in order? Okay. Which one would you recommend then? It may have been PSP for Tactics Ogre. Yeah, I'm looking for it now. Is it in here? No. That's more the line that there was a ROM hack to fix it. There it is. Yep, Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. Okay, so it must have been on the PSP that I sampled it. Okay. I'd say either of the first two are good to start on. They are different genres. I noticed that the second one, like, it definitely leans a lot more in the tactical game series, like, or tactical game direction. Like, kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics did. The rules seem to be a little bit different of what I played of it, because I didn't play too much into it. I just wanted to make sure that it worked. I wonder what the best I wonder what the best way to play that one would be. I mean, I'd probably just do PSP. It's a staple tactic strategy game, yeah. And then the first one, what I've played of it, because again, I think I only did like the first level. It's kind of like, it's sort of like auto fights for you. Like you can change tactics, you can like switch up the teammates, but the rest of it is kind of does its own thing. How long is that game? Let me ask that. Ogre Battle MOTBQ is more of an auto battle strategy. I'm guessing that's the first one. They're all pretty substantial games. Okay. Probably not something we want to start tonight then. But it is definitely on the table for our next big game. Avoid them if you want something more short to medium. Okay. I will bear that under advisement then. MOTBQ is the first game. Okay, I had a feeling. Let me take a look here. Actually, I have Game Boy and Game Boy Color games too. Anybody ever play Tamagotchi for Game Boy? I remember I had, like, I didn't know what I was doing at first, so I kind of got like a bunch of different ones, but then after I kind of like streamlined what I wanted to do, I kind of kept getting the same one over and over again, and I was kind of disappointed. But I remember one time I was walking uptown just to like get snacks or whatever, and I had it in my coat pocket because it was cool enough that I needed to wear a coat or a jacket, and I had it in my inside pocket, and it was so sad. I pulled it out, but I pulled up on the cartridge, so that took the cartridge out of the Game Boy while it was on, and that wiped the memory. And all my Tamagotchis were gone. I had to start all over. You did play it on Game Boy. Alright, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? Just for funsies. Hang on. Oh. This needs to be bigger. This needs to be bigger. This needs to be bigger. That might be too big. Yeah, it's too big. Okay. Alright, hang on. I gotta go into studio mode. I gotta resize this. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Is this bringing your childhood back? Hang on a second. I'm looking for some real quick. Whoops. I don't think it liked me doing that. Yes, but very bittersweet memories. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe I shouldn't have loaded it. Oh, I don't have the buttons configured. Here, let's clear that. So, up, down, left, right, start, select, B, A. A. I don't know why this is, like, not responding. Should I not be playing it? If it's bittersweet memories, I don't know that I want to do this. What else do we got? It's okay, it's just in passing. Okay. I would say I was out of high school when I got this game. For me, it was kind of like the Tamagotchi craze just was like, it was all over the place. But it was one of those things, it's like, oh, it's expensive, mom will never get it for me. So, like, because the Game Boy game wasn't as expensive, I don't believe, like, that was fine. When I got it, which wasn't, like, right out of the bat. Like, it was probably a little bit of time after the craze had died down a little bit. Well, which egg should we pick? We'll do this for a little bit. Because I do want to show something that I learned. Like, there's something that I learned in terms of, like, hidden stats. Omelets, yes. Which omelet are we picking, SG? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8? Which omelet do we want to make? Number 1? Okay. What are we naming our omelet? You always pick the gray one? I never went with any particular one. I just kind of went with whatever. I believe the white one is always the white baby, the black one is always the black baby, and then the other ones I think might be random? Can't remember exactly. Does omelet fit? Over easy? We don't have enough letters for that. What about OVR? OVR E. Oh wait, I know how we can do it. OVER. Okay. Over easy. There we go. How's that? Over easy. Okay, so now we're hungry. We should feed our baby. Let's give baby some bread. Baby likes bread. Give you more bread. Bebe is unhappy. And play a game with Bebe. How about smile game? Let's make you smile. You can go left or right. Nope. Okay, we'll just cancel after 3 loses. You gotta be honest, you never thought much of Tamagotchi. It's not really. It's kind of basic. It was kind of a fad. It was fun for kids. Really? Oh God, I'm terrible at it. Apparently, cousin was into it, but he's a bit younger. Yeah, if you lose 3 times, it's faster just to cancel out. This is terrible. Yeah, 50% chance on that one. Alright, well, you know what? Here. Let's make you happy with ice cream. We're gonna be terrible parents. You must have been 10 or so when you had this. Yeah, now our Bebe is not very smart. He's just sort of, eh? So you can have him play study game to make him smart. You did okay. Yeah. Now he's not quite so stupid. Anyway, if you go to the stats page, you see things like life, which is how hungry they are, fun, which is like how bored they are, I guess, IQ, body, and deed, which generally, I think it goes down 1 point every day. So like once you got a max, you just got to play a game every day. And then deed, which is like kind of related to their discipline. The thing that it doesn't tell you, if you hit select down, whoops, that's not down. Select down an A. So now at the bottom we see fear and mine. And oh, you're unhappy again. Okay, let's try and actually play a game with you. Nope. Ah. And I'll admit, it's the same problem you get on the little handheld thing. There. You got a perfect 5. That should actually give you 2 hearts. Right? Yeah, that gives you 2 happies. Okay. So to get the quote-unquote good ones, you actually have to be mindful of those 2 hidden stats. Are you hungry? Okay. Here, let's give you carrot. It doesn't make you excited, but it's fine. It's carrot. Let's just give you a bunch of carrots. Carrots are good for you. I actually don't know what... Oh, fear is 0. Did feeding you carrots make you less afraid? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, Egg just, over easy, just sort of, does her own thing for a little bit. It's very exciting stuff. You can have 3 of them if you want, though. I'm trying to remember what fear and mine are exactly. I do know that it influences which you guessed. It might be stress. I think it's okay. I think fear is stress. Did you just poop? You pooped. Okay, let's get rid of that. And I actually have all these sounds recorded. Like, I hooked an audio cable to my computer, and I turned the music off, because you can do that by pressing select if you get tired of the music. But I grabbed all the different sounds, and I just have them on my computer now. Okay, so I think fear is stress. And then mine is, like, selfishness. Okay, here, let's give you ice cream. Hey, let's give you cake. Have some cake. We're not gonna be great parents here, we're just kind of faffing around. Okay. Okay, that increased stress by 4. They call it fear, but I guess it's stress. So cake is bad for you. It increases your stress. I mean, I don't think so, but let's give you a carrot and see what that does. This is making me want to raise up hoarding himbos. Okay, so if we did that... Okay, so vegetables actually reduce your stress. I didn't know that. That's kind of neat. So we'll just feed you some more. Let me see something quick. Oops, I didn't mean to flush you down the toilet. Fear is 2. If I give you bread, does that reduce your stress? Oh, you're full. Okay. It does. Okay. So if you give decent foods, then the child will be less stressful. That's what I get. Baby to child, if your stress is less than 10, you'll get Marucci, which is round ball. If it's more than 10, you get a ball with a lump, which is apparently less desirable. So you want to keep that fear, I guess, less than 10? Which we've been doing, now that we've got visibility on this. Do you want another carrot? No, you're full. You want to play, probably. So apparently those two things are the primary factors that influence evolution, from baby to child and then child to teen. And then whether IQ is greater or less than body additionally influences the teen to adult evolution is what I've got written here. Because I made a whole bunch of notes. Because I was trying to figure out, like, what was I doing wrong as a child? Okay. Bebe is sleepy. Let's turn off the light. Sleep. Okay. Bebe wanted a nap. That's fine. Okay. Bebe needs foods. Let's do this. Let's give you an ice cream. Okay. And then flush you down the toilet because I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Okay. Really? Made it go away already. Alright. So let's do... Hang on. Carrot gets rid of 1. And... Okay, so we can't give you another that. We have to give you more carrots. And that should be... Yep, it reduces it by 1. Alright. So we'll give you another carrot. Okay. You're not having a fun time, though. We should probably play a smile game with you or something. That makes you slightly happier. No, we can't potty train the little ball. Okay. There. You are a happy, poop-free baby. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and give you another ice cream. And then we'll give you a carrot. This is like the opposite of what you would do with like regular kids, like human babies. In that case, you'd be like, eat your carrot and you'll get the ice cream for dessert as a treat for doing a good job eating the carrot. And it's like, no, apparently in this case, you give the carrot to reduce the impact giving ice cream had. Now you're recalling all the road trips to your grandparents' house? Here, my one-day-old baby, eat carrot. Oh, that's nothing. I mean, we could have it eat meat. Baby tends to not like meat. Baby loves bread and is okay with vegetable. Baby hate meat. Let's feed you another carrot. Yeah, carrot does not increase weight. Bread, I think, increases weight by 1, and I think meat increases it by 2. And then if you want to lose weight, you play like sports game. Yeah, but without that transparency, like, I just kept getting the same thing, because I'm like, well, I feed you nothing but carrots, because I remember, I think I saw something in Nintendo Power. It said, like, if we feed it nothing but carrots, you'll get the, like, the quote-unquote best smart one. There's, like, two smart ones that apparently, like, shows that you're a really good parent. And I never got that one. And it's because it wasn't just feed it carrots. That's not gonna fix it. Because it depends on if IQ or body is higher. So you actually don't want to maximize those stats. Let's give you... Let me check your weight. Okay, you're 4 pounds. If I give you cake, does that increase your weight? Does this make you fat, baby? Uh-oh. Baby got sick. Oh, fear is 8. Okay. Well, let's give you shot. Baby doesn't like shot. Time to head to bed. No worries, Keppa. I hope you have a good night with lots of pleasant dreams. And we'll see you next time. Oh, baby needs to poop. Okay, let's give you a pill then. Do we have to give you another pill? I don't know how to fix baby. Okay, that seemed to fix baby. What did that do to that? Okay, fear is 8. Okay, you get nothing but vegetables for a while, kid. I didn't even look to see if that actually increased its weight. Nope, it didn't. It's a little stressed out, though. Let's make you happy with Smile Game. No, we still got 1 point out of it. Yeah, we still got 3. Okay, so now Bebe's happy. Baby jump. Baby poop. Again. It looks so happy. So proud of its poop. Oh, okay. It's time for Baby to transform. Digivolve into bigger round lump. So that's the good job. And that actually apparently I think it resets a few things, but yeah. It is still Baby, it is just slightly bigger Baby. And if you really want to juggle, like, a single Baby is generally, like, not terribly exciting once you kind of know what you're doing. So then you can have up to 3 babies. Which was probably a good thing that they included that. Because it's like a single... Just taking care of a single Tamagotchi after you've kind of done what you need to do with it for a while. It's kind of meh. Because right now, it's just hopping around. Oh, can we... You're Baby, I can't potty train you. But yeah, it's kind of like with a keychain. It's like, you do what you need to do, and then you go on with your day. But your Game Boy is using up batteries. So they had to do something to make it like a little bit more interesting, do more things. So juggling 3 at once makes a little bit more of a gameplay experience, I guess. But yeah, I believe... This isn't Child, actually. Oh, I know what Team is. My eye is itchy for some reason. I don't know why. We'll give you more vegetable. Oh, it doesn't like carrot now. Like, you know what? You'll be fine. Oh, that actually increased its stress. Okay. So now, I guess it looks like if it doesn't like the food, it will get stressed out. That's interesting. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to resolve that. Probably by giving it food that it likes or is neutral to. So I guess we're eating more bread. It's probably neutral to meat at this point. Because I don't remember. I do remember that Nintendo Power had a whole section on it in the magazine. And I was using that to, like, get some guidance, but it kind of... I don't know, the guidance didn't really work. But again, that was because things like stress and selfishness weren't really that well communicated, and they didn't really tell you anything about it. But yeah, I mean, that's that's the experience of Tamagotchi. We can do sports game. And you actually have some control over this? Kind of. I try to go to the center because it's a lot easier to get to different places. Like, once that happens, that's impossible. Nope. Well, good enough. Here. Learn maths. No, that's not right, baby. That's okay. You got 2. You're average. You're average. Why, thank you. It's kind of the face it gave me. More poops. Clean the poops. This is what's involved with raising a baby. Feed it carrots. Teach it math. Throw basketballs at it. And clean its poops. Oh, and point left or right to make it smile. Or just, you know, feed it ice cream until it gets sick. But, you know, that's maybe not recommended for babies. Oh, you got 2 intelligence? Fear is 11. Where did you get the stress from? Well, let's see if food will reduce this. So we'll try bread. Okay, that reduced it to 9. So give it food that it loves, and that will reduce the stress. I guess body increases stress? Because that was kind of a big jump. It wasn't that high before. I do know that you do need to use the body game if you want to do the race. Because there's a few different tests. No Tamagotchi can join the tournament. Okay. Tournament. So there's race, there's beauty, and there's knowledge. So all of these depend on how much you've been doing certain things? Other? Single event competition from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Okay. And you can only pick one to do that day. But ideally, we want to keep stress under 40 now. Which... okay. Just give it food that it likes, and it seems to be fine. Or at least don't give it food that it hates. If it hates the food, that's bad. So... in this case, don't keep feeding it carrots because that's negative. Unlike what the game was trying to, or unlike what Nintendo Power was trying to teach you. And that kind of goes against a lot of other things that society kind of teaches you, like, you know, eat the foods that you don't like because it'll grow character or something. And it's like this game teaches, like, no, if they don't like the food, don't actually eat it. So, like, we're at 9 now. We'll feed you bread. You love it. Okay, and now it's 7. So yeah, that reduces the stress by 2. Let's play smile game so you... No! Okay, so you refuse to do it, and it didn't increase selfishness. Okay, well we're not going to take any action then, we're just going to try it again. Eh. There we go. Baby's sleepy. Okay, baby. Go sleep. Look how cute it's all. Sneezy, easy. I don't know. Oh, now it's slightly selfish. Why is that? Apparently you don't need breakfast. If we play smile game... Oh, the body went down by 1. Let's play sports game. Oops, that was me. I made a jump. Okay, that didn't increase stress. So I wonder what I did that increased stress before. Was it because it did the B game? Think, little child. Nope. Aw. Did that increase stress? It did! By a lot. Okay, well that's interesting to know. So basically, like, don't play those games with your child if you don't want to stress them out. Because you gotta eat a lot of bread to fix that. Okay. Well, it's a little earlier than I normally stop. At 11:30, we're getting on towards the night, the end of the night. And I will admit, I have been getting to bed super late lately. So maybe we will wrap it up just a little early tonight. Let's see who is out and about. Who can we go and say hello to? Let's see. Is there anybody in Club CRT? Let's see. Shining Force. This does not look very retro. Let's see. I'm just looking through some Club CRT members. These numbers keep jumping around. It's a little annoying. There we go. This. Just as a bit of a reminder for everybody, Refn is back. We should be good to start streaming Neverwinter Nights starting on Friday, which we should be starting around 8 p.m. Eastern. Keep an eye on announcements in Discord if you're in my Discord. But yeah, so we should start to see streaming twice a week now. I'm looking to get more emotes, and be sure to enjoy the heck out of heck. And I'll work on some more for you all as time permits, and the artist that I'm working with works with me. But I think what we're gonna do, if I can type this all in, let me actually copy it from here. It's gonna be a lot easier. We're gonna go say hello to He Who Has No Life. If I can press enter. It looks like he's currently playing some Bard's Tale for the NES. So we'll go and check out how that's going. Next Tuesday, I'll try to figure out something else, whether we're doing something short-term, long-term, we'll figure it out. And then Friday is Neverwinter Nights. So as we wrap up for tonight, I do want to thank you all for watching, and I want to remind you all that you matter, you are important, you are cherished, and you are missed when you're not around. You deserve to be you. You can conquer the challenges that come your way. Have courage, be strong, and until next time, take care. Bye for now.